Hello, Public Speaking, Lesson 4, Gracefulness. The failure that has the biggest influence on me is when I didn't pass the interview for a job as Teach for Vietnam, a non-governmental organization that works in education. At that time, I had a secure job, a lab technician at an international school. My dream is to work for a non-governmental organization, and I thought that was the thing I was passionate about. So I decided to apply for the English teacher position with confidence in my English abilities. I thought it was just a normal interview between the employer and the interviewee. I thought I could easily pass it, but no. The interview happened through teamwork, and we had to present a topic to employers using problem-solving skills to tackle an issue. They were evaluating our English skills through a real debate, presentation, and daily communication. Moreover, the employer also challenged the interviewee's communication and networking skills through random games. I was new to this interviewing system, and I'm not good at presenting and debating in English. I also realized that my performance was the worst out of the applicants. After the interview, I was so disappointed, and I realized that my English level and skills was extremely bad. A month later, I was able to finally calm my mind down. When I calmed down, I knew that I had to study English from the beginning, and I should change my way of learning it. Fortunately, I knew of Mrs. Hằng and her English class. She taught me that learning English should come from passion. It should be something fun, not an obligation. That was the first lesson that I realized. I also realized that the failure from the interview was not an ending because it helped me know my weaknesses. Don't be afraid of failure because it just reminds us of some useful and necessary changes that we need to make. I was also very grateful for the opportunity to work as a lab technician, which was the most suitable job for me at the time when my English was not good. For the chance to practice speaking English with the teachers who I support. For the chance to attend their classes and learn from their teaching methods. And for the chance to read many English books in the library without paying. Appreciating the things we have right now is the big lesson that I learned from that interview. Lesson 5, Aspiration. Our foundation, named Aspiration, is the orphans' big family. One of the orphans was an ethnic minority girl. 4 years ago, she was just over 12 years old. Her father had gone away, and her mother left her when she was very young. She lived with her grandparents. She was a bright and positive girl. I was shocked the first time I met her when she said she had never eaten a piece of chicken meat. While being a part of the Aspiration family, she was taken care of and supported by us. She became healthier, more mature, and better at communicating and studying. After 1 year, there was a program on TV named Living Like Flowers. It was a talk show, and they wanted to create an episode about the Aspiration Foundation. She participated in the program as one of the members of the Aspiration family. After the episode aired, her mother contacted her. And after that, her mother called her regularly and returned to their hometown to visit her. One day, she gave her a new smartphone. After having a smartphone, she made more online friends, used social media more often, Facebook, dressed better, told lies, and were affected by the negative teenage trends on the social media platforms. I also found out that she was dating a boy she met online who lived in the local area. We weren't fully aware of the negative activities she was engaging in thanks to her exposure to social media. Our volunteers talked with her and her family, but perhaps due to the curtains there, her family considered her changes as normal. Just a few months later, she and her boyfriend dropped out of school. We worked with volunteers, the school and her family, but we couldn't persuade her to come back to school. Her family casually agreed to let her drop out. According to them, marriage in the teenage years of ethnic minorities is easy to accept. Although we had tried our best, we couldn't help her, so we had to stop taking care of her. There have been a few similar stories. It was a huge regret, even a pain for me. After these bad stories, I saved time to ponder how to help children in the best way long term so that there would be no obstacles to their bright future. I made a rule about the children using social networks. Only high school students were allowed to use social networks. The rule helps them stay away from negative information on the internet. We explained in detail the positive and negative sides of social networks, what they should and shouldn't do when using social networks. Additionally, we've organized many meaningful activities and clubs for our children to participate in, such as little projects, good habits practice, book clubs, youth station, etc. All of the children's social accounts were added into a private group, which constantly updates with meaningful articles, lessons, and positive messages. The children have a positive online environment to participate, therefore lowering their chances of being attracted to negative trends. It also helps to increase the cohesion among members of the Aspiration family. They have more meaningful information to learn and develop themselves. Many bad habits are reduced. Many unnecessary temptations are avoided. Although there have been many difficulties and we've lost control in some inevitable cases, we continue to find a better way. The important things are our trust and efforts. We know we are continuously doing better day by day. We will keep helping our children have more knowledge and more wholesome mindset that helps them build a good and happy life for themselves. Okay, let's go. Lesson 6. Customers are God. Sounds hello. Okay. With more than 10 years of experience working with import and export documents at the customer service department, I would like to share 3 points with the new graduates who are interested in this profession. First of all, working in a customer service position means that we have to please everyone. Customers are always right, so we have to give up our ego when talking to customers. Besides that, we must have adequate knowledge of importing and exporting cargo to be able to explain to and advise our customers how to solve a problem. The second point is that we have to be very careful and pay close attention when working. Most costs incurred are in USD, and all errors are traceable by money. It depends on the policy of each company, but usually, if an individual makes a mistake, they have to pay for their own mistakes. So we must always double-check the information carefully before sending any information to our customers via email, phone, or text message. The third point is that we are careful but quick to act when working. Sounds like a contradiction, doesn't it? But no, the most important thing for customer service staff is that we have to react quickly when there is a problem incurred. Solving a problem before the deadline will help the company and customers save on costs. The company will appreciate us. Customers will feel that we always want to find the best solution to solve the problem that they need. Customers will be satisfied with the company's services when they feel they are treated like the most important customer, and they will choose long-term cooperation with the company. That is the success of a customer service representative. That's all. Thank you.